I will be going over the top 3 mistakes, most roofing contractors make in 2025 and how you can actually fix them. Now, if you're wondering, who am I? I'm one of the co-founders here at Brand Connect. We've worked with over 100 roofing contractors all around the US, and we've generated them multiple millions of dollars in revenue. So what I've came to realize after working with so many people is that these roofing contractors end up making the same mistakes every single time, and these are super simple fixes that are going to separate you from the competition that you can start implementing today. So the first thing you want to do is absolutely avoid is Google Ads. Do not do Google Ads if you're just starting out and you have no experience at all. Not only are you going to be spending at least $5,000 to $6,000 a month on it, but you're probably not even going to be seeing any crazy results. Google Ads is only worth it if you're an already established company trying to become the number one. If you're a local company, Google Ads is not going to work for you. There's a bunch of other options that you can do, even, door knocking, paid ads like Facebook and Instagram, but do not do Google Ads. Google Ads is by far one of the worst things you can actually do for your business, and it's just going to burn a lot of money away. Even if you're getting pitched by someone who says they're going to run your Google Ads, just don't do it. I would really avoid it in 2025. There's so many other better ways to market yourself as a roofer. Now, the second thing I want to go over is speed to prospect. Now, this is probably one of the most important things, and this can be implemented to almost anything: referrals, word of mouth, paid ads. Let's say if you're doing Facebook, Instagram, or even Google Ads, it doesn't matter. But speed to prospect is really what separates you actually closing a potential homeowner to you not closing the homeowner. And I think a lot of roofing contractors think that just because a prospect reaches out that they're super interested and intrigued in your company, but that's not true, and that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. I'll give you a quick example. The way, for example, we do it when we work with contractors is we have an in-house team of appointment setters that every single time a new qualified homeowner comes in, they call them within 2 minutes. Not 10 minutes, not an hour, within 2 minutes. Why is this important, you might say? Well, because we've come to realize after, working with literally so many contractors, every single one you can imagine in every single area, one thing we've realized is that even if we call them 10 minutes later, the conversions rate drop drastically. And that is the hard truth about it. Calling them within 2 minutes is really the sweet spot. But obviously, I get it. You're a roofer, you don't have time. You might be on a roof. You might be talking to a potential client. You might be with your crews. But don't wait a day. Don't wait a few hours. As soon as you see someone, if someone sends you a referral, call them. Don't wait, because that means they're in a need of a roof. And if you don't reach out to them, they're probably going to find someone else. So that's probably one of the most important things that you guys should take away from this video. Now, the third one is limiting beliefs and old habits, right? You might be wondering, what do I mean by limiting beliefs and old habits? One thing I've came to realize is a lot of roofers are scared to actually try out new things, and I'm not saying every single new thing is good, but we have to realize the world has changed. People's attention spans are very low. People don't pay attention to marketing in person. Everyone's on their phones, okay? You're on your phone watching this video or on your computer, right? So that already proves a point. Every single person in this generation right now currently has a phone, and almost everyone is on Facebook and Instagram. If you're not utilizing that, then I don't know what you're doing in 2025, and I'm not saying that, you should be a professional at it just because, as I said, you're a roofing contractor yourself. This is not something you should be worried about, and we've been doing this for multiple years. We're very good at actually putting qualified homeowners in front of contractors. Now, with that being said, combining these two businesses together is really a sweet spot that we've come to realize, because roofing is a growing industry. As you know it yourself, there's a lot of money to be made with it, right? But I could never be a roofer myself. I mean, obviously, like if I put in, X amount of years, I might become decent, but I'll never be as good as someone, doing it for 30 years. But I have the experience of actually, running social media, running paid ads, being in this online space, if that makes sense. So the best way I like to always put this is, I'm good at what I'm doing. You're good at what you're doing. So if we combine it together, then we can both make it work, so that's the best way to kind of see it. Or old habits, try out paid ads. I'm not even saying to, come work with us at Brand Connect. I'm not saying that, I'm saying you should try it out yourself then. That's fine. If, for example, you've been only relying on referrals for the past 10 years, then you're doing something wrong. You might be getting, a good amount of clients. I get that, but you could be doing so much more. In this day and age, as I said, every single person is on their phone, and you have to understand that. Even if you don't like it, you just have to realize that if someone else is putting themselves out there, they're going to succeed faster than you. And that's just the truth about it. So with that being said, these were the 3 main habits. As I said, number 1, avoid Google ads. Number 2, speed to prospect, call every single person within 2 minutes. And 3, stop having limiting beliefs and relying on old habits, because it's not going to get you anywhere. And the last thing I wanted to say, if you're a roofing contractor who wants to and is willing to grow their business like all the other contractors we have worked with, then make sure to check out our website down below. We currently work on a completely results-based model. Book a call with us if you think you qualify. We'll have a quick chat, see what are the things you can implement into your business, and if we can actually work something out, then we can make it happen.